Hello friends, this is Shivakkumar again, and many people ask me about the project manager's roles and responsibility in a project, and what are the required skills for the project manager to get involved in a project management, and what are the qualification and requirements, education backgrounds required, and what are the certifications required for a project manager to become a project manager or to become get a promoted a senior project manager kind of thing, and then the job description or how to present you as a project manager, right, during your interview sessions, and then what are the expectations from the project manager by the industry. Okay, so these are the main thing, and then what is a project manager's salary. So conclude here, the conclusion is about the importance, roles and responsibilities, job descriptions, importance, and I can say how the project manager will help you or help the industry to achieve good goals, how they are attaining a maximized profit with their excellent I can say excellent knowledge, experience, everything, right? So many people are asking me. So this is Shivakkumar. Thanks for giving me a chance to discuss these things with you, and thanks for thanks for giving me likes and supporting me continuously. And for a new person watching my videos, please give likes, subscribe my channel. Thanks for visiting once again. Okay, and if it is really interested, you can share the videos to your friends. Okay, so for any company to successfully complete a project from the start to finish, they need to have the oversight and the leadership of some knowledge basis is required. So this is what the project manager's role is, plays a crucial or critical role, and makes an impact with the organization's growth and development. And say many more companies realize the importance of the project management, the demand for the skilled managed person to upgrade and continue their level to rise and climb up the ladder. They need to grow with the company and grow their own skills also. Okay, they need to grow with the company, first thing. Then any company, when you are going for any company, they are looking for the employee or a candidate to they need to have a mindset that they will grow with the company. They need to participate on the organization enrichment policy, and then actually they parallelly has to grow their knowledge, and so that actually the designation and everything, salary, everything will get increased, right? So these are the basic importance for the project manager. So he should be neutral within the team members. Okay, so roles and responsibilities of the project manager. Okay, so the project manager role is important, is more responsibility role for a specific project or several projects, whatever projects they handling. Say some project managers will handle 3 to 4 projects, right? So within an organization, they are in charge of planning, budgeting, monitoring, reporting, resourcing for the project with the use of various project management methodologies such as blockchain, Lean Six Sigma, and then sometimes they may even be required to pitch the idea of the project and lead it until its frustration. And one of the main project manager roles and responsibilities to act as a bridge between the upper management and the people who are actually responsible for the execution of the project. They need to make sure the project runs smoothly, and I can say stays on the schedule, project schedule, whatever we decided earlier. So they also need to update the progress of the project regularly to the upper management. So they need to act as a bridge between the reportees and the and their superiors, right? The project manager should be a bridge between these two teams, lower level teams and upper management, right? And what are the project management skills required? There is no such thing as one general project management skill set that fills all, right? So to lead a successful project or a project team, a project manager need to be have a more skilled in all the fields, say technical, functional, and then project management activities, and then client relations, then moving with your team with more patience, and handle the situation, client facing issues or whatever it may be, you need to handle on your own, and based on your patience and skill set, you need to fix all the problem and to avoid escalation to the top management, and you need to be a barrier for the your lower level team management. Okay, so from tech to human resources, from marketing to I can say construction of any skill sets, and center of excellence and everything whatever in between. So it's a crucial role for a project manager to handle it. Even for the complex environment, he need to be convert as a rewarding environment, right? And here are some of the most expected skills that a project managers must have. Okay, a solid understanding, mean thorough understanding of business cases and risk management process. So what is to be hitted in the future, what risks mitigation should be leveraged, what risk factors to be considered in the upcoming stages. I mean this yearly monitoring and yearly watching of risks, right? That will help them to avoid the future coming errors. So this is a actual skill set required by the management from the project manager. Okay, so strong leadership should be encouraged, and then proven self management and team management skills, ability to monitor and control project budgets in a controlled fashion as expected by the top management. Say for example, due to some cases actually, if the revenue is come, actually revenue is very less from the client, actually those projects should be based on the management decision, the project manager has to take further action. So I don't want to go deep in that, because actually it is not correct to discuss on the macro things, because without the actual scenario we cannot tell anything, right? So capability to make decisions under pressure, simply I can say the project manager should handle everything and able to assume or able to predict the bad incidents or good incidents, whatever it may be coming to the project. So he need to act as a barrier between the lower level functional technical teams, and the actually he also act as a bridge and act plays a exact crucial role, and then and there actually he should report or update the day-to-day events in a project, right, to the superiors or top management. So these are the important thing. A project manager also needs a great social interaction, and communication skill is much more expected, and he should cultivate that. The communication should be more official, okay, and formal. Uh, their duties will range from being a team leader, a supervisor, and co-worker. All that have to be done in the same time, right? So they need to interact with a different level of organization ladders, right? So they will also the first person that team goes to whenever there are any problems regarding the project, right? So they need to handle that. And project manager qualification, what are the qualification required for a project manager? Most project managers get their career start as a software engineer, or in case of SAP they will start as a functional consultant or a business analyst, whatever it may be. So business consultant or business analyst, whatever it may be, they will start as a, say for example, functional consultants will start their career as a purchaser, or a maintenance engineer, or manufacturing engineer, a process engineer, quality engineer, whatever it may be, sales engineer, or sales and distribution professional. Then actually they will get into the SAP, and they will start as a career as a functional consultant, or programmer analyst, and then function consultant, and then senior function consultant, then team lead, or a principal consultant, and then project lead, project manager, senior project manager, like that. The ladder will goes like that. So they will have a experience in all the levels, right? Actually starting from scratch to the top of the top notch, right? So that is important. Okay, so I can say many project managers get their career start as a software engineer in case of IT companies, right? And then marketing experts or even sales representatives in for say for example in SD as a SD consultant he will start as a sales representative. A successful project manager usually has a 5 or more years in the relevant field and several formal qualifications for the project management. Gaining the top management qualifications is a key project managers to be successful within their roles. So here are few must-have project management qualifications. So normally a project manager should have a minimum degree qualification either in engineering or IT or computer science or business management or related fields. Any relevant project management related experience. So it should possess at least 2 years, 2 to 3 years of project management experience, and a project management professional certification (PMP) or a Prince level 2 certification, or SAP Activate, SAP Agile, SAP Scrum, SAP Kanban kind of thing. Actually, certification is more preferred. Okay, and when we are coming to say about the project management's job description, the project manager roles and responsibilities may differ from one project to one project, or one organization to one another organization, or from one client to another. In fact, it may be I can say depends on the company size. Say in normal small size company, the project manager will be an architect or a manager or a delivery manager, or I can say bid manager. All the roles he need to play. In case of CMM level 5 companies, actually the project manager is a person who is managing the projects. So separate bid manager, separate sales operation manager is there, then separate I can say separate I can say architect is there. So the roles can be, I mean the activities and roles can be splitted in a big organization. We cannot play all the roles, right? Because as a big company, they have enough money and they need to concentrate more on a big clients, right? So than a small company. So the work can be splitted between the two different many peoples. Okay, so so that the roles or job discussion, it depends on the company size and industry. Okay, and then however there are some of these most common project management duties for any company. Okay, so it is ensure all the projects are delivered on time within the stipulated scope, that within the, I mean, estimated scope and budget. So if it crossing any scope or budget, actually then actually it will be considered as a, I mean I can say the revenues and everything will be targeted in highway, and management want to cut down to the cost, and they will ask a project manager what is the reason behind that. So what are the problems he face, everything say he need to correct. They are expecting, top management is expecting to correct all the things, right? And lead the initiation and planning of a project, and ensure technical feasibility, and then ensure resource availability and allocation in a predetermined time, and he should promise the client, he should be the first person to promise the client that so and so resources are available in time and the allocations can be performed clearly, and develop a detailed plan to monitor and track the progress of the project, and coordinate with internal and external parties for the flawless execution of the project, and then manage relationship between the clients and stakeholders in properly, because actually he need to communicate, and say actually he need to cooperate with the client then and there when required, and the proper communication to be, so say for example if it is a bank holiday for a particular country, he should update the client that for the particular location in India actually is a regional holiday or a bank holiday, so no associates are available for their work actually. So alternatively, say if very critical resources or any go live or any production issues are happening, so so then in that case actually who is a critical resource can work for the particular time, how many, so at this time to this time everything can be intimated to the client to confirm that actually business will not get a problem due to this regional holidays in one particular country, right? So IT, when the IT sits in one country and the client sits in another country, say for example USA and India, so Indian holidays would not affect the US, right? That is important. And even actually in if it is a new year in US, I mean all over new year January 1st can be celebrated in all over the world. So in case actually due some production issues, manufacturing unit cannot be closed at the time, right? It will run for 24 by 7 throughout the 365 days, right? So during the time actually you need to ensure that proper resources or critical resources can attend the issues. So make client to be more fearless, and they won't feel bad on your support or activity. So that is very, you need to be more cooperative and supportive to the client. That is the thing they will expect, okay? And ensure resource availability and allocation. Develop detailed plan to monitor and track the progress of the project. Coordinate with the internal and external parties for the flawless execution of the project. And then manage relationship between the clients and the stakeholders. Measure project performance using appropriate project management tools, measurement tools. Perform risk management analysis to reduce the project risk. And then reports and escalate to upper management as and when required. And create and maintain a comprehensive project documentation. So lot of things are there actually for a project manager to do that, to take a project successfully. And project manager job description by industry, okay? Many different industries rely on expertise of the project manager to assist with the company's projects. So technical project manager job description will go like that. So oversee all the technical aspect of a project, identify the technical resources needed for the project, and source these materials from the third party vendors. And then assign and monitor the work of technical personnel, maintain technical alignment with the stakeholders, and ensure all technical devices or platforms used by the teams are on their top shape at all times. And then software project management job description will be manage the software development projects and facilitate sprint releases, and then recommend upcoming software trends and strategies to be used in the project. Possess high level understanding of computer programming languages, and then check the software project periodically to evaluate its performance and provide updates. And so if in case of a domain project company, let's say a domain company, so say it may be a construction or a building company or a heavy industry, so collaborate with the project managers should collaborate with the engineers, architects and other parties included in the construction or heavy machinery units or manufacturing industry, and obtain actionable permit from the appropriate authorities. Determine all the resources needed, say equipment, manpower, material, with attention to budget constraints. Hire and allocate the responsibility to the contractors, workers or laborers and other IT staffs in case of IT industry, and supervise the work of all the laborers and provide them with guidance. Evaluate the construction project progress and prepare reports. So as a senior project manager's role will go like that. So lead project management team to deliver projects and span across a number of different business units. Manage project development timelines across the company. Resolve the conflict between project and align the work day or work done by the junior project managers and the teams. And then so he should be act as a bridge between the different reportees that different junior project managers working under him. So he should be a good neutral person to bridge all the teams without any disputes and conflicts. So he should fix the problems when and there it is occurring, okay? And possess strong knowledge of project management process overall, such as a Scrum, Agile, Kanban, Activate, whatever it may be. He should be more thorough in that and should able to fix all these issues, okay? As a project manager, how much you can expect? So project managers are highly skilled professionals in any organization, with either it is an IT or or a management company or a financial company or a manufacturing company, right? So they should have an impressive skill set, and they should showcase all these things to the stakeholders, users, business, and all the people and client. And for the reason they are well compensated for their work. So the average salary for the project manager in the United States, I can say it is nearly more than $1 lakh, right? And depending on the industry and the skill set, project manager salaries can range over from $35,000 to an impressive of 2,31,000 dollars per year. So it depends on the project management stability. Normally in India, actually, the project junior project manager will get actually nearly 30s, and the senior project manager will get more than 35, and more than I can say delivery manager, those guys will get more than 40, right? So this is the average scale in an Indian IT or non-IT firms. Okay, non-IT firms will definitely have a low cost, low salary, and compared to an IT. So IT will have IT, and IT enabled service will have a good package. Okay, and conclusion. So the important aspiring project managers can get a formal education from the top universities that offers the project management degree, say XLRI or IIT, IIM kind of thing. However, for those who want to jump straight into the project management role, they can choose to take the certificate route. Okay, that is important. PMP, Prince 2, say Activate, all these things. However, I can say the PMP certification training program will be a costly one, and you need to prepare more, and for that actually minimum some 2 years experience in project management is required. So the best price can be highlighted in the you can check in PM BOK guide. So I think actually nowadays actually many versions of editions are released, so you can steadily go through the study materials on project management. So it includes all the most important guidelines, content, and knowledge you need to boost, and you need to take care in your career in the project management, right? So these are the important things actually for a project manager's role. And actually I hope actually the whatever the details I have shared here is very useful for you. Now thanks in advance for getting or joining as a project management professionals, and getting promotions in the project management, and enriching your knowledge in project management. Thanks for watching my videos. This is Shivakkumar signing off. Thanks for your continuous support. Thanks, friends.